On South Asia. Welcome to the podcast produced by the Department of Modern South Asian Languages and Literatures, South Asia Institute, Heidelberg.
Yeah, we just enjoyed some nice Indian food. We talked in Urdu.
So that was also a very interesting experience to really apply what we learned in those lessons.
Welcome to today's episode. My name is Arjan Hopf, and in this edition we take a closer look at Heidelberg, where every year the Urdu Summer School takes place. The program has been running since 2002 and offers a space for anyone interested in the Urdu language, literature and cultures of South Asia. Over 3 weeks, students come together to explore Urdu not only as a language, but also as a tradition of poetry, prose and cultural exchange. In this episode, we will be talking both to the instructors who bring their expertise and passion for Urdu and to participants who have come to Heidelberg from very different backgrounds. To give you some vital information about the people bringing life to the summer school, we now hear some voices from the teachers' side.
Good morning, dear audience of On South Asia. My name is Bushra Malik and I'm currently a student assistant at the Department of Modern South Asian Languages and Literatures at the South Asian Institute in Heidelberg. My guest now is Bushra Malik. Good morning. You are one of the teachers of the Urdu Summer School taking place this semester in Heidelberg. And you told me beforehand that you are currently teaching at the University of Bonn. What is your job there?
I'm Urdu language teacher throughout my career from Pakistan. It started from Pakistan till here in Heidelberg University.
What led you to Germany? Was there a specific reason?
It's a normal family, to join my family.
You also told me beforehand that you were the initiator of the summer school in Heidelberg. How did it come? Tell us more.
Yes, because as I told you my story, that I'm already a teacher. I was a teacher. So when I arrived here in Germany, I tried my best to become a good part of the society, to do something. So it was very difficult for me to sit at home. So I went to universities and told them that I'm an expert in Urdu language teacher. So in Erfurt University, Professor Bushra Malik, Islamic Studies chair at that time, in 2001, I went to him and I requested that I want to do something and asking from the student what they need about languages. So I came to know that Islamic studies need desperately this language because they have to cover the South Asian Islam, which is very different from the other part of the world. And it is very interesting historically. Then we saw that very less student. Then this idea came in my mind, why shouldn't we do some collective for all over the Europe, that one program. So that's why this idea came to my mind and I discussed with Professor Bushra Malik. So Erfurt University has started this in 2003.
Okay, and why was Heidelberg a good place for shifting it to?
It is the South Asian best institute in all over Europe. I consider this in this way. And second is that it depends on the administration of the universities also. As in Erfurt University, the administration became not very much cooperative with us, not taking care of many things. So we had a very good host as the South Asian Department of Heidelberg through Professor Hans Harder and through Christina Osterheld since I think 2005 or 2006. It is happening in Heidelberg University instead of Erfurt.
What made you being interested in teaching at all?
Yeah, to becoming teacher.
Yes.
It is a born habit of a child. When someone, you will ask from the many teachers, they will say to you that it is not the part of their profession. Actually, it is the part of their nature. And I think I'm born teacher. I love to teach. Yes.
And as a last question, why should someone learn Urdu?
Because Urdu is declared the fourth Islamic language of the world. It's first is Arabic, then Turkish, Persian, and then Urdu. The most literature is available in these languages. So for the religious theology departments and for the religious student, it is, of course, important. Then social work departments, they need it. The foreign embassies needs it. And law department, research departments, there are many, many places. The media, the official medias, they also need special departments. As Deutsche Welle is working here in Germany, Voice of France, and there are many, the BBC, they all have the Urdu services. So other than this research work, you can get other places also with this language.
I see. So thank you for your time and for the insights.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
So, good morning, Mr. Dahnhardt, and welcome to our podcast. Could you please introduce yourself for our audience?
Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Thomas Dahnhardt. As you will understand from my name, I'm originally German, but I have been living in Italy for the past many years. I am currently teaching Hindi and Urdu language and literature at Ca' Foscari University of Venice. Ca' Foscari University has a renowned department which offers different curricula for different areas of Eastern and Oriental studies. And as you can imagine, I'm teaching in the South Asian session, and our department offers Sanskrit, Hindi, Urdu, Pali, and Farsi.
Thank you for the introduction. What was your general motivation to become a teacher?
Well, to be honest, I belong to a teacher's family. My father has been a teacher, my grandfather has been a teacher, so I think it came somewhat natural to me. I was brought up in a teaching environment. But I think teaching is very important because the transmission of knowledge is one of the principal, or I consider it one of the principal responsibilities in those days. So it is both a very rewarding and I think very much needed and useful application of your knowledge to be able to transmit it to the following generations and to keep knowledge of any given area alive.
What made you come here to teach at the summer school?
Well, I have always been passionate about South Asia and its language and its culture. So to move into the field of teaching these subjects came quite natural to me. And as we have many students who have been looking for other universities, other academic institutions around the world to deepen their study of Urdu, I learned that there was a Urdu Summer School organized by Heidelberg University, which is an academic institution with which we are collaborating at Venice for the past many years. So it was quite natural for me to send some of my students to Heidelberg to find an application and to provide them with an opportunity to deepen their studies. And therefore, when they came back from Heidelberg, they were very satisfied. And I learned about Arjan Hopf, who was a colleague of mine teaching Urdu here in Heidelberg. And so I contacted him and asked him whether it could be a good idea if we were to work together and if I could collaborate here in Heidelberg. So for me, as a German originally, it was a very interesting and nice opportunity to come back to my home country and to contribute through my humble knowledge something to the overall tasks that come within the range of the Urdu Summer School.
Now let us know, why should someone learn especially Urdu?
Well, this is an interesting question, and I guess many of our students' parents are asking these questions. Well, I think there are lots of applications in Urdu. Besides a specific interest that one could have. I think Urdu is an emerging language as one of the most important languages in the South Asian context, because it not only provides the opportunity for communicating directly with most people in Pakistan and in India, as Urdu and Hindi are on the spoken level not really two different languages, but Urdu is increasingly becoming also a cosmopolitan language of global importance, both due to the large amount of Pakistani migrants, which have been coming to both Europe, North America, but also to the Arab countries and to some African countries. So there is an international dimension to it. And because of the political context, the importance of the Near and Middle East as an area of lots of political turmoil and many things going on, and Urdu being within that geographical and cultural context an important language, I think there is an increasing interest in learning Urdu, not only as a specific means of communication in Pakistan or in the specifically South Asian context, but as a means of communicating also at an international level between different countries.
Great. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
To complete the picture, we also asked some of the participants what they have to say about the summer school. We will hear what motivates them to learn Urdu and what experiences they are taking away from the program.
Okay, so now I have two participants of the Urdu Summer School with me. And who are you? Tell us a bit about yourself. Like, where are you from? What are you studying?
Okay, my name is Wendy. I'm from Switzerland and I study history and Asian studies at the University of Geneva in Lausanne.
I'm Tomek, I come from Poland and I study Indology in Warsaw.
So, what was your motivation to come here to learn Urdu at the summer school in Heidelberg?
I mean, my studies at the Asian faculty in Lausanne in Switzerland is focused on Hindi and Urdu, and since last year I couldn't do Urdu, I wanted to gain a little bit of more knowledge to start my first year this year at the university with a little bit of background and better understand the language and also see the comparison between Hindi and Urdu. And since I did some Arabic, I wanted to see all the similarities and the differences.
Since I'm learning Hindi in my university, I wanted to broaden my language skills by learning the Urdu. I also wanted to learn the Urdu script so I can read it. Yeah.
Great. So what was your highlight in the class?
Maybe Bushra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The teacher?
The teacher.
Yeah, she's great. I love her. She's the best teacher. I mean, all are great, and Bushra is just the best one. She has the power. Have you talked to her already?
Yes, I had her on the podcast before. I think she will be glad to hear your compliment.
Bushra is a good teacher, and she gave us some more material, external material to study on. So it's very good on that side. And also I think Adrian, the way he teaches the grammar to make it more accessible, because sometimes it can be confusing, and he tried to answer the most like basically our questions and everything on the grammar. So I think he was a very good teacher.
Yeah, he's a really good teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it takes the time.
He has patience for us.
So I'm hearing that the teachers are of great help for you students.
Yeah.
So you could really learn something. You made a progress in the 3 weeks.
Yes, I have made a progress.
Yeah, personally, I made kind of progress because I saw the similarities between Hindi and Urdu. So it was quite easy in that way to understand what we were reading on some stuff like that. And I could impress like my understanding on reading texts. But after the vocab, it's very difficult to learn. Like 3 weeks to learn all that vocab is kind of hard.
So will you continue to learn Urdu?
Sure. I will continue. I hope that at my university we'll have some Urdu classes.
Yeah, I think I will continue to learn it. Sadly not this year, so maybe on my side. and continuing maybe next year.
Thank you so much for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, with me are two other participants. Please introduce yourself so our audience gets to know you.
My name is Barbara Ringhaus. I just joined the Summer Urdu intensive class, and it was a very exciting and very interesting experience. I attended the class last year, and it actually gave me a lot in terms of learning in reading and writing, getting a closer or deeper insight into the culture and the language that is used in poetry.
Where are you from?
I'm actually from Germany, and I live in Frankfurt. I studied linguistics many years ago, and then I decided to join companies in the technology vertical.
Over to you.
My name is Lucas. I'm from Italy, from South Tyrol, but I live in Germany now. And it's my first time here in Heidelberg. I had a little bit of a background in Hindi, mostly through spending time in India. And when I saw that the university here, the South Asia Institute, offered this Urdu Summer School, I was very interested because I wanted to learn some Urdu too, and at least get to know the language a little bit, which I did, which I'm very happy about that. And it was also a great opportunity to have a look at the institute here, because I could very well imagine maybe doing my master's here one day in Indology or South Asian studies. So, yeah.
Would you say that you learned something through the summer school?
Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, definitely. It was great to be immersed in the language for these 3 weeks, which otherwise, unless, of course, you are in South Asia, is very difficult. But to hear Urdu every day, to read it, to speak it, was very, very helpful. Yeah.
As far as I am concerned, I have family ties in Pakistan, and through the course already last year, my family realized that there were a lot of improvements, particularly on the grammatical side of how to use the language. Since we attended the advanced course, we definitely also took a very close look at the complexity of the grammar. Questions that you could not really get an answer for if you just go into some books or if you just learn it through traditional ways. So it was very good because to talk to the tutors, to talk to the professors about all the questions that we had related to the complexity of grammar was very, very useful and very helpful. And we learned a lot of new words that really are spoken by educated speakers, which additionally is very helpful in terms of talking to like mother tongue people in the countries.
Of course. Did you have a highlight throughout the 3 weeks?
Maybe when we went to have lunch together. We went with Bushra, and we just enjoyed some nice Indian food. We talked in Urdu, and that was a nice lunch. Yeah.
And we also decided to perform a very short drama, which is on the one hand, we focused on the traditional side of the life in Pakistan, but on the other side, it was supposed to entertain our colleagues and the professors and the teachers. We did this through the help of Bushra Sahiba. She helped us to design the sentences and the whole play, and we acted upon it. So that was also a very interesting experience to really apply what we learned in those lessons.
Wow, that's a great initiative from your side. So will you continue to study Urdu?
Absolutely, yes. In fact, I'm so encouraged that I might even take a look at languages like Arabic. So this is definitely an encouragement for me to even widen that experience. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me it's the same. I feel like I'm still very much at the beginning of this Urdu journey. So I'm very motivated to continue with Urdu as well as with Hindi and yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
You've listened to an episode of On South Asia, a podcast by the Department of Modern South Asian Languages and Literatures, South Asia Institute, Heidelberg. Have a look at our other episodes as well. For topic wishes and feedback, don't hesitate to reach out. You can find our email in the description.